We have these men now, and respectfully, the men are not menning like they used to, and women are forced to be in more masculine positions now. So you want me to go to work, come home, cook, clean, and you?
I think that these women have fallen out of love with just being women. You want me to go to work and you? You gotta work
I don't agree.
regardless. No, women have a way higher sense of entitlement than they used to. For some reason, right, that their value can decrease, but their standards can increase.
What we women have finally come to understand that we've been doing it all this time.
And this is where I talk about a sense of entitlement. Part of you feels like he owes it to you to let you figure it out.
The only thing he does owe me is the time for me to take and get myself up on my feet.
But he don't. What I'm asking is, why are you under that roof though, knowing that you don't want to deal with this man anymore?
Because the unfortunate part about it, my mother isn't here, so I don't have really anywhere to go.
You came on a public platform to diss a nigga that you can't afford to leave. On top of dissing a man that you cannot afford.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back in with another video. Now today we got Truth Hurts podcast, and it seems like the baby boomers and the Jones generation has been harboring a lot of hate towards their significant others. For some reason, their rebuttal to the question, is sex mandatory, it always backfires on them. And when I say backfire, I mean backfire. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure I like the video, hype the video, comment below. Without further ado, let's dive into the content.
So let me ask you this, right? Because I wanted to wait until some more women came up here. This is the thing, right? And this is what boggles my mind, because every woman just says, well, leave then. Leave if you don't want to be in a relationship. No one ever said that we didn't want to have a relationship. Rebel, how are you?
Peace.
Rebel?
How you doing?
Stupendous. Where you calling from?
Yes,
sweetheart?
can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Where you
Season.
calling from?
I'm okay. I'm calling from Connecticut, but I'm from New York.
Okay. Are you want to chime in on the conversation tonight?
I'm trying to catch up with it. I was trying to get all connected and configured over here, but I think yeah.
I think you found your way.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The woman in the middle, that piercing in the middle of the lip is it's crazy.
I'm sorry. Was she talking, Crystal? Were you talking? I'm sorry. I just came in and so the last thing I heard was about if the woman wasn't willing to have sex with her mate or husband or whatever, is he allowed to cheat, or how many times? And I'm gonna go with what Crystal was saying. I don't think there's like an infinite number or number part per se to give, but I think those are conversations before you even get into a marriage or any kind of relationship long term. Because here's the thing, nobody gets into a relationship with intention of breaking up, especially over something as simple as, maybe for some people it's not simple, but cheating or infidelity, right? We're not talking about love, we're talking about cheating. We're talking about having sex with someone. So I think that we have no ownership over people. You do what you do, but these are conversations that you have with your mate. Respectfully, not with Two Hurts or Crystal or whomever else. This is you and your mate that should be figuring out this place.
Well, that's why you have people who you talk to, whether it's marriage counselors or therapists, because a lot of people can't talk to their mate.
You will.
So the reason why it's such an important conversation is because some people can't talk to their partner, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
And even
Most of us can't.
And so even when they talk to their partner, unfortunately, it falls upon deaf ears. So it's not until you get on a platform like this and you hear somebody saying things that you would like to say.
Yeah.
You're hearing somebody say, whoa, this is something that I'm going through. I know men, I know women that have been in relationships for years, and them getting sex from their partner is very, very far and few. Them being able to experience their partner in a sexual way is far and few. And there's a lot of men, right, more than women, that suffer through this shit in silence.
Yeah.
These men are just taking this on the chin because you got my kids and I was taught to just fight for my family and I don't want to do anything wrong. And so I am teaching these men that it is okay to choose you. Pussy is not leverage and should not be weaponized in any way, especially, and I stand on this, right? Any man that is doing what a man is supposed to do, right? Any man that is paying those bills, any man that is providing for that household, any man that is on his A game, if you are not getting coochie, get out of there immediately. Leave her. There are plenty of women right now.
Can I?
Hold on, no, before you cannot. That he is right about that. A lot of guys are learning now in today's age that these relationships that they're just trying to hold on to, there's always going to be another chick out there. And I know women are feeling the same way, but it's just going to depend on how adequate and how developed that man or woman is if they are going to leave. But this panel is getting more and more seasoned.
Let me finish. Well, you got to let me finish.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
what you have to understand is there are unlimited women that are looking for a provider and a protector. And that's where these women get it misconstrued at. These women are acting as if this has all of this unlimited value, and it doesn't. The thing that makes a woman valuable is her exclusivity. The thing that makes a woman valuable is her appearance. The thing that makes a woman valuable is her way to pour into a man. For a man, what makes him valuable is his protection and his provision. So these women, right, they flatter themselves, and like she said, like the young lady Crystal said up top, there's a woman somewhere watching how you're playing with him, watching how you don't deserve him, watching how you're not pouring into him. And so I always tell men and women, how many no's am I supposed to accept until I fall victim to a yes?
That is true.
Now go ahead, Miss Rebel. You got the floor.
Nigga cooking.
You speak from the male's perspective, and I get that.
He's a man.
But the thing I will agree with you with is women will give themselves to a man, not a male, a man. We have these men now, and respectfully, the men are not menning like they used to, and women are forced to be in more masculine positions now. So you want me to go to work, come home, cook, clean, and you?
Yes, because I have to do the exact same thing. I don't understand when women say they're effing the guy. No, the guy's effing you. He's most likely putting in all the work when it comes down to sex. And this generation of women right here, they don't want the guys of their generation. There's plenty of women online complaining from that generation that those guys didn't have enough emotional maturity. They didn't work into their feelings. The guys of today have tried to autocorrect for that, and now they complain about that as well.
Why you're not doing any part of that? Now you're saying if the man is doing that, then absolutely, that to me is part of our feminine duty. In a sense, if we're in a relationship, but we talking about men now, and I'm 50. We talking about men now. We talking about men then. They don't exist anymore, my love. I don't. It's
still
hard.
There.
It's hard to find them.
Can I rebuttal on
They're
that?
not looking for you.
Hold on 1 second, sweetheart. Let me just land my plane, and I'm gonna let you go next.
Let's hear truth.
So I hear what you're saying, but that's bullshit. These men are the same. The only thing that's different now, right? Because a lot of women try to say that men aren't menning the way that they used to. No, women have a way higher sense of entitlement than they used to. And so what happens is these women are on these social medias. These women are getting boob jobs, butt jobs, lip jobs, face jobs, good jobs, everything with a job. And so they're starting to think that for some reason, right, that their value can decrease, but their standards can increase. That's what's wrong with the dating pool. Because let me tell you this, right? Women 20 years old, 25, titties still perky, coochie still tight, kidless, like they're thriving. They don't have any issues dating. What happens is a lot of these women get to 50 years old, get to 45 years old, get to 40 years old. Your body not what it used to be. Your attitude is freaking disgusting. And you feel like you want me to work, clean, and you? Well, adults work and clean. This is what adults do.
And they F each other.
Cleaning and working and providing for yourself, whether a man is in the picture or not. So the fact that you think that and cleaning just comes with me treating you a certain way, this is how we talk about a sense of entitlement. I think that these women have fallen out of love with just being women. You want me to go to work and you? You gotta work regardless.
I don't agree.
Miss Rebel wasn't expecting that. Her chest breathing heavy. She under shock right now. See, Miss Rebel and Deja Love, you could tell they two different age groups. They would get treated completely different. The market ain't gonna be the same for you. The older men that you could possibly date, they might be looking somewhere else possibly. And then your standards are super high, but if you don't take care of yourself, your standards is not gonna meet who you actually are possibly.
I bet you don't. But go ahead, Crystal. I want to hear what you got to say, Crystal.
Come on.
Okay, so the only thing I was going to say Like I understand what she's saying that the men aren't menning and stuff like that, but the women aren't womening either,
Okay,
right?
bring some
And if
balance.
we don't require these men to put forth the effort to do those things to make us want to do it, that's on us. That's called coochie management.
Okay,
Talk about
You
it.
see what
okay.
I'm
Talk
saying?
about it.
Ain't mad at it.
Like
Coochie
if
management is
if
crazy.
he's not willing to do
Well,
those things for you, if he's not willing to provide, protect, and help clean up and help take care of the kids, I got 8 kids.
mm,
God
Eight.
damn. For
uh,
sure.
Bless your
Yes.
heart.
8.
So
Damn.
Bless your coochie too, for sure. Both.
Nigga
Bless
said
both.
bless you.
Bless both of
I ain't gonna lie. After 8, I wonder how the snapback is. I mean, I understand mine had 2, but 8 is crazy.
them.
it
I'm saying you can't just bless. All right, my fault. Good.
it's a partnership, right?
Mm.
And when my partner wasn't partnering, that was on my fault. That was my fault.
Mm,
That was poor coochie management. And what you
Talk
do with
about it.
that is you get yourself together and you let him see you get yourself together
but you had 8
and let
kids.
him see what he missing out on. That's
Or
somebody else's problem
sometimes,
now.
Hold on, that's somebody else's problem now. Okay, for sure. But you had 8 kids by I'm guessing, I'm hoping one guy. If you had 8 kids by one guy, why get to this point now to where I got my 8 and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave? Like, damn, you ain't thought about none of that during that process?
it's past and it's time to move on to something else in your life. We're not here for
Yeah,
a long
like
time.
if he not gonna
Just for a
protect,
good time.
provide, and all of that other stuff, and help you cook and clean and everything else, something that we have to do regardless if a man is in the picture or not.
It's the same. Both sides.
Just that simple.
So we just got two people join the chat, right? And I don't want to leave them out. So we got LaJewel, Kate Krigler, and then we have
Regular.
Deja Love. How you doing, Miss LaJewel? How are you feeling this evening?
I'm fine. And how are you?
Oh my goodness, life is stupendous. I can't complain at all. How you doing, Miss Deja? You okay?
I'm well, thank you.
You ladies
Miss Deja needs some CarMax, just being honest.
wanted to chime in, so we're gonna let Miss LaJewel
Yeah.
go first, and then we'll let Deja chime in, and then I will get back into it. I'm all ears, Miss Deja. I mean, Miss LaJewel.
Thank you. You know, I'm not sure if I can actually say that things have so much changed, because I believe that the men
Got
of
an echo.
today have really learned from the men of the past. And in the differences is what we women have finally come to understand, that we've been doing it
Mm,
all this time. And we watched our mothers, our grandmothers, right, our aunts take and do it. The
wow.
difference is at this point, we finally have enough knowledge and courage in ourselves to stand up and say, uh-uh, uh-uh. I'm doing it all, but you know what? You want me to come in and screw you too? I don't think so.
Hold on. How can she sit right here and say y'all are doing it all when you met a man possibly in the beginning of your lifetime? You got married. I'm talking about Miss Krigler now. And to where you just say you do everything like as if the man ain't taking care of nothing in the household. But we're going to continue this story. It's also an echo going on. It's from someone on this panel.
After a while, and it's not a matter of how many times, because I think we're human, right? But it does after a while, your body just automatically rejects. That's not a matter that we're doing that mentally. It's just overall, you're not able to react to them anymore. That's just the way that is. It's a natural thing.
That's why women need Viagra for women. Something that can get their mind jump started. Just like they say the guy's part don't work no more. They mind need to jump start again.
you know and if they keep on not taking and stepping up to the plate and doing what they need to do, because this is supposed to be a partnership, right? And if they're not, then hey, it just doesn't happen. And I'm at this point, I'm 60 years old. I
60.
don't care.
Wow.
That's just pretty much where I'm at, because this is the thing.
Because you don't reap all the
Sex to
benefits.
me, it's not all that anymore, because I'm more on the mental and the spiritual thing of me, doing me and putting myself together and in certain situations of making myself better, all these things, because I've given up so much. I'm 36 years in a marriage, okay?
36 years.
And what I know is this. after enough, after enough time, enough is enough. Okay, and that's just where it is.
What
And
do
the
you
other thing
hold on one
too.
second. What do
Hold
you
on. She says she was in a marriage for 36 years. That means that she was 24. And now this is why a lot of guys don't even want to get married. And in the potential to now, 36 years down the line, you 60 years old, you online talking a whole bunch of trash about me when you could have potentially left if you really wanted to, but you rather reap the benefits still.
what do you mean? So are you still married right now?
Currently, I am.
But it doesn't sound like so. But what you don't want to be there, or like what is like? Are you one leg in and one leg out?
At this point, I'm still respectable to the gentleman, right?
The gentleman.
Um,
The
Wow.
gentleman's crazy.
but I will say
That's
this,
crazy.
that I ain't no fool. And I don't think I know he's not stepping out on me either, okay? I know
You can't say I'm not no fool and that he's not stepping out on me either. It's either or. If somebody say I'm not a fool, that mean I know he's doing his thing. But then you say you don't think he's stepping out. What's the problem?
that for a fact.
Really?
But the thing of it is this. In the space that I'm in right now, baby, it is what it is.
So you just
It's
Life
her.
is being
so let
She
me
the
get this
problem.
right. So
uh-huh.
you refuse to sleep with him. That's done, right?
Yeah.
But why are you still under that roof though? Like that's where I'm like drawing a blank. So you're not going to
But
give me
that's
no
the
coochie.
thing. You have to, after 36 years, I gave up a career and everything to raise our kids. So it's a matter of I have to rebuild myself now.
And so
Okay.
is he supposed to
What?
wait for you to rebuild yourself though?
I don't care what he waits on. That's up to him.
So what I'm
That's
asking is why are
disrespectful.
you under that roof though, knowing that you don't want to deal with this man anymore?
Because the unfortunate part about it, my mother isn't here, so I don't have really anywhere to go at this
Right,
particular
but this
point.
so but friend, this is what I'm trying to say, and
So
this
that
is where I talk about a sense of entitlement, right? And I'm just
That's
being
not
real.
entitlement.
Can
that
I be real
is.
with you for a second?
Go ahead.
So you were married for 36 years, but you've been out of love with him for quite some time. You have not been wanting to deal with him for a long. So I counsel thousands of women. So like on the side of me doing like this right here, this is for fun. How I pay my bills and buy my homes and things like I counsel thousands of women. So one thing that you'll learn when you hear women speak about relationships, whenever they lead with the how long they've been with somebody, that's why they're typically staying. If they say, I've been with that man 25 years, because of the time invested, that's why they're there. Or they'll mention the children. These are the two reasons why people stay in dead end trifling relationships.
Yeah.
The third reason, right, is a situation like yours to a certain extent, right? Where you give a man your best years. You give him, you trade in your dreams, your ambitions, and no disrespect, because you're a beautiful lady, but you let your body go, you let your parts of your, you let part.
Now, you can't sit right here and say no. You can't. I can only see like shoulders up. I don't know if she actually works out. She's 60 years old. The looks ain't adding up for me just at a glance on the camera.
Not you, I'm just speaking in general, sweetheart.
Okay.
You let parts of your sanity go, and then you just get to a point where you're just going with the motions. Happiness was gone a long time ago. So I get while you're at a point where you're like, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not giving you no coochie. And I'm going to sit in this house because I don't like you. Because a part
That's
of
crazy.
you feels like he owes it to you to let you figure it out. You don't feel that way?
No, I don't feel at this particular point. I'm being real honest with you. The only thing he does owe me is the time for me to take and get myself up on my feet.
I just
He
said
does
that.
owe me that. He does owe me that.
But he don't. He
How
gave
come
you
he don't?
36 years.
How come he don't? Not when
Like
I'm
as if he ain't gave you his portion of his life.
taking care of everything in this house for him. That's a lie.
Melly, go ahead, Melly. Maybe you heard something that matter of
Hold
fact.
on, before Melly pop up in there. If this woman was 24 when she got married, let's just say her children being to a more older age, let's just say 20 years old, she was still 44 years old. She had a lot of time from 60 to 44. That's 16 years to get herself together. She could have went back to school. She could have got some type of trade degree or something to where she can possibly start stacking some money up if it was the point to where she really needed to leave. I don't think she's been taking care of herself when it comes down to a physical point, financial point, and a mentally spiritual point.
1 second. 1 second, man. Crystal, you had something you wanted to say? Hold on, Crystal.
Oh, I was just about to say, when she was saying that she was staying there, that's what I was talking about. It's beneficial and settling. Like, girl, let that man go.
This is crazy.
She can't afford to.
Hey, where's she gonna go?
Baby,
Come on.
it's cheaper to be by yourself.
No, it's not.
I
The-
promise you.
no, the
I
economy says
left my
It's
otherwise.
husband.
coming. It's coming. Please don't think this isn't something
You're,
that's
No, hear me
you're
out, right?
regardless
60.
to what.
And
Yeah,
I don't want to be
I
all
got it.
extra sentimental and stuff like that. But hear me out.
You're
I
60.
left him. Battling cancer, radiation,
That's crazy.
everything. I left him. And I left the kids.
Huh? You left your kids
Because
too?
it's time for me to pour into myself.
You sound like a demon up there.
Pour into
Silverhead Cisco looking demon at the top. The thing she's saying is egregious to me.
yourself. You ain't giving him no coochie anyway. You just a placeholder.
No, she's using him.
That's all I wanted to say. Just let him be.
Come on, I got you. No, you don't.
Melly Mel.
What's happening, King?
It's crazy.
I mean, what did you hear today? What did you hear this evening?
I hear a bunch of foolishness. To be honest with you, man, I'm trying to I'm trying to be cool. I was going to fall back in the comment. This some bull. This some bullshit. Like, and I don't mean to try to come up with truth. You know what it is with me, man. Like, this is some bull.
It is.
Ladies, respectfully, especially the last young lady, I agree with her. You really on some BS type time too, because you really just staying there probably for benefits. I don't know, but it sounds like that's what you do. You just staying there just because of what? You ain't even really giving no good explanation on why you staying there.
It's for money.
You playing?
Yeah. And this is why the old heads go out and have sex with other women, because they're in situations like this. They have a woman at home, ungrateful. See, the biggest part is the ungrateful part. I understand we might not still want to rip each other's clothes off. I understand that. We're going to get old. But the ungrateful part, to where you can't think in your mind that, man, this man done sent me through life, taking care of things. Y'all done took care of each other. But you just so bitter, ungrateful, and you in your own head because he probably don't touch you no more, to where you don't even know how to act or really come together and have a real conversation about anything. Ego.
Do you agree with me on? Do any of y'all ladies even agree with me on that?
No. I think
Ego.
I
that
don't agree because
whatever
unless
her
you know me
reasoning
No.
personally, then you would understand why I'm here.
I wonder how
So
Miss Krigler look.
Sweetheart, I listened to you just sit up there and say that you've been doing for all these years. We ain't got to. We can roll the tape back. But the fact of the matter is, sweetheart, we already know how the rules is. We grown here. If you not happy in the situation, what do you even say for I'm assuming your kids? If y'all not happy, y'all normally do what?
leave.
Bounce, right? You
Usually.
literally just sat up here for a
I'm
couple
not
minutes
one
and
like
moved the
that
go.
though. I was never one like that. I'm sorry.
What?
What? So what's your actual reason that you're staying there?
Exactly.
You're using me?
No, now my reasoning is, and this has
You
only been, if you want to be honest with you, that it's been a thing that it's really everything came to a head. So in reference to that, it ain't like I've been living like this for some years and some time. It was a matter of, and yes, probably some buildup, but still as of yet, it's human. And I'm sorry, I've always been a one woman, a one man woman. So I'm not
but you
just
don't.
going to bounce out and that kind of thing.
So
And
you're gonna
then
keep using
don't,
when you don't want to be there?
excuse me?
Come on. So you're gonna keep using when you really don't want to be there? You
Who's
literally just
using
told.
them? How am I using
She
him?
knows
You
she
tell me,
is.
how am I using him?
Are you happy with him?
I'm sorry?
Are you happy with him?
No, I'm not.
Hold on. I know what Melly trying to go get at. See, she's staying, I guess she's trying to call it duty, which is what a lot of us would say to do, is stay for duty. The thing about it is I think it's an underlying tone of disrespect also, the way how she called him the gentleman instead of her husband. That's really where the problem comes into play at.
So how am I using him though? Could you
Because
please
you're
tell
under
me
his
that?
roof while he's paying the bills and you're not trying to give up no coochie and you don't like him. You're using
Uh,
him.
excuse me, but if I invested just as much, how am I
Man, you
using
invested
him?
time,
Ma'am,
not money. It's not the same. Get out of here.
Oh, they
It's
kicked
not similar.
he kicked
yo,
her.
Ma'am,
sis,
enough, enough. I had enough. Now I tried to let her be great. What did you invest? You're not giving up no coochie. You don't like me. You call me gentleman. You call me gentleman, but you under my roof with no coochie on somebody's life. You're on somebody's live dissing me under my roof, and that's not a sense of entitlement? Am I the only one that's hearing this shit?
That's
No, I was
crazy.
trying that. That's why I had to jump up here. You can't make this up. Now that was crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fam. That I couldn't take it. I couldn't.
I just found her online, and I didn't really want to do this, but I just needed to see it because she acts as if like her body was just top notch, and she looks like a grandmother. I'm just being honest. She looks like someone's grandmother. She's 60. I don't know if her kids have had kids or she has grandkids. I'm pretty sure. And I see an older picture of her to where she looks a whole lot different in the past. I'm not gonna flash it on the screen, but I'm just gonna tell y'all that I did find her, and I'm looking, and it ain't. She just need to play her role, man. She need to play her role, and if she can get in shape, and let that man be the great man that you met, and the guy that's been taking care of you and the family. But for you to think that the top notch thing is crazy to me. Let's continue because it's more conversation after this.
Take it. You ain't gonna tell me that goofy type shit.
Pick me.
So if my man see this, you gonna tell me that he should be like, well, sweetheart, we can't even call you babe because you don't like him.
Maybe she feels like
That's crazy.
that was her part in her relationship. They've been married, we're talking about 36 years, right?
And you're not
So
happy.
It was, and you're not happy. And so many people, even like, come on, like our parents.
And you're not giving it. You're not happy. You're not giving no sex. You're not giving up anything but just space.
Let her land her plane though.
But it's bad.
What I'm saying to you is like,
It's bad.
she feels maybe that her 36 years, her part in her 36-year marriage, whether it was good, bad, ugly, indifferent, that was their thing. She chose to stay. And it's really sad that here we are because we watched. My parents have been married. I'm 50. My parents been married 54 years. Can I sit here right now and say, and they're still together? Am I
Okay.
going to say, oh, every day has been peaches and creams and the grass was green and the sky was blue?
No,
I'm sure they had their share of stuff. But we watched our parents, we've watched our grandparents since I was a young girl. You don't leave your husband. You understand? And then now we have this internet, right? The internet has entered the chat now, and now our later part of life, and it gives everybody so many options. There's so much out there. The grass is always greener. There's another man, there's another woman. You can have them any color, any size, any shape.
Yeah, you can.
You
can literally now. Yeah, it's not taboo anymore. You're right, but
yeah.
I'm just saying maybe she feels like that because she's put in what what her ex.
Nah, don't get scared to jump back out there. You big and bold to get on the internet and say that you tired of them. Jump back out there, ma'am. You can do it. Nobody's stopping you.
Expectation was for her 36 years.
Rebel. So I want to show you something, and I want you to really be able to be taught tonight. So I'm going to teach you tonight.
Oh, damn.
The word that you keep using is a word that most women use, right? And it's I feel. Feelings are not accurate. It's just an emotion, right? So feelings are not logical. These are just emotion. It's not logical. I feel like you should have. It doesn't mean shit. Feelings don't do anything for you. She's letting her emotions override her intellect.
Yes, her situation, yes.
Let me finish. She decided for 36 years, right, to be with a man, not have any money, not have anything going for herself, and now she's in a position where she's stuck. She can't leave. So to sit, right, because she's a 60-year-old woman, not a 20-year-old woman, not a 35-year-old, not a 45. She's 45 plus 15 years.
Yeah.
She knew 20 years ago.
Yeah.
She knew at 40, this isn't right for me to be a grown-ass woman and I can't stand on my own. So you spoke about the grandfathers and the fathers before that and the parents and the relationships before that. I guess what? Our great-great-great-great-grandparents were slaves. Should we be that too?
Always talking about the past.
Our great-great-parents was doing heroin. Should we do that too?
Always talking about the past.
My mom's mom smoked crack. Should we do that? So you're talking about, well, this is what we've seen. The only thing in this world that is consistent is that things are going to change. So I blame her, right? And I blame her for not being a adult, and now it's biting her in her ass. You have to understand, right? And we can try to downplay the guy, and we can try to make him out to be a monster. You are sitting in that man's house, right? No matter how you may view him, you are in his home that he goes out every day, breaks his back to provide for. You came on a public platform to diss a nigga that you can't afford to leave.
That's
On top
crazy.
of dissing a man that you cannot afford to leave,
That's
you're
crazy.
dissing a man that you cannot afford to leave, and you're publicly humiliating him, saying, I'm not giving him no ass. I'm not going to give him no ass, and I'm going to stay under this roof until I get ready to leave. Huh?
That's crazy.
I would have gave her the boot to the back tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight, getting you and all of this shit going tonight.
I'm not mad at it.
Ladies, what's up? Talk to me. Talk back. Oh, everybody that's here, hit the thumbs up.
That's
Turn
the ending portion right there. We're gonna leave it right there. But he's spitting 100% facts. She would have got kicked out. Facts. You ain't about to disrespect me like that. But that's why they say a lot of guys do take a lot in these long-term relationships. And see, the guy ain't gonna just up and leave his woman because he understands what's at stake. And he's still gonna try and, even if he don't like her, he's still gonna try and treat her somewhat right. He gonna come up, maybe touch on her, still give her compliments, say little things. He ain't never gonna be completely nasty because no man still like a woman's energy to be effed up in the household with him. He don't like it. He's gonna, even if he's pretending, he's still gonna do it to somewhat offset the energy. The woman though, you gonna feel it and you gonna know it. But like I said, I scrolled through her Facebook. And for her to act like as if she got the most options out there, a lot of y'all need to stay. A lot of these old heads, y'all just need to stay. And Ms. Rebel is kind of crazy that she even mentioned that. All we know is what our grandmothers did. They stayed. They never left. So what do you really want? Do you just follow, or do you actually have like your own mind to say, this is what I want for my life? Or you only just do it because other people said it? You know, a lot of us are now having to move off of what makes sense for the reality that we want to live. And if you choose to say, hey, I don't want to be in a relationship, that's going to be on you. Play those difficulty settings. It's going to be pros and cons of everything. Maybe you not marriageable. Maybe you not marriage material. But I tell you this, like Crystal said earlier, it's cheaper to be alone. That's not the case. It's hard out here. This is not no singles economy. It takes two smart people to come together to put their brains together to make sure they can get from point A to point B. Because getting to point B alone is going to be a lot more difficult. Can you do it? Yes, but don't expect certain things if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't put in the work and effort, don't expect for you to get to the finish line and receive all these benefits along the way. Because you best believe it's going to be trials and tribulations. It's going to be some trauma in there. It's going to be some headache and pain. There might be some good things in there as well, but it's not going to be easy. And this woman did not take care of herself. LaJewel, she did not take care of herself. I scrolled through a lot and I did not see nothing to where she took care of herself. So you cannot get right here 60 years old saying that I'm just going to get back out there. And all that attention that you think you might be getting behind the scenes, that's FU energy. That's FU energy. You buzz down material now. And I wouldn't even say she is that, but there's always a guy in the corner that was just want to do it. But dang, you ain't getting taken care of. You 60, man. Your priorities should be different. And that's why I say a lot of these women be with these guys and they notice that I think the guy that I saw was her guy. He looks about 20 years younger than her. We age different as well. We age like we got them superhuman sometimes if we put in the work. We don't look sometimes 60 while they're being 60. But it takes work though. But just with that dynamic, he can go out there and get him something way younger. She, on the other hand, it won't work like that. I honestly think Miss Crystal need to really, really rethink. Not Crystal, but Jewel need to rethink her mindset and to really be appreciative of the life that you were at least able to live. Be appreciative of the life you were able to live, because some people don't get that chance and opportunity. I think we always want to complain about how we got to the finish line while not saying that we made it to the fucking finish line. Let's be real. Let's be real. And sometimes these pictures that we see that's painted, man, some of them lifestyles we will never be able to even live up to. Do you have the stamina? You don't. Most of y'all are just very regular. You'll know if you're an outlier for the want for more. Do you eat, sleep, breathe it? But if you just a regular, just be regular. Be happy with being regular degler. There's nothing wrong with that. But we have people thinking that they're better than what they are, and they feel entitled at the end of the finish line when that guy done did so much and you felt like, I had all these kids and I did this and did that. No, you let yourself go throughout the way. I think, like Truth said in the very beginning, I think you just dislike the role that you were given at birth. I think sometimes for them, being a woman now is just a headache because of so much responsibility. And it is. I think both sides have to deal with some headaches. But You need to play it to the best position that you can play it at. And there's no handbook for it. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. I have the link in the description. Y'all can watch in its entirety. This shit got JB Reacts. And until next time, y'all, peace.